Hello students, welcome back in political science class. We were revising the chapter number 2 of your book, that is election and representation. In the previous lectures we have discussed about the importance of elections in establishing democracy. Now we will study how these elections are conducted and who is responsible for conducting free and fair election throughout the country. So there is a word election commission. So this election commission is an independent body which is responsible for conducting free and fair election in India. And this election commission is formed under Article 324, and till 1989 it was a single member commission. Single member commission means there was only one commissioner in this election commission, and he is responsible for the entire functioning of election commission. But after 1989 it becomes multi-member commission in which one CEC means the one chief election commissioner and plus two election commissioners are there. This chief election commissioner who presides over the meeting of election commission, but powers of all the commissioners, whether it is chief election commissioner or election commissioners, all are having the same power. So nowadays we are having multi-member election commission, and the present chief election commissioner is Mr. Sushil Chandra, who is recently appointed, and the tenure of chief election commissioner is either 6 years or the age of 65, which one is earlier, that is taken into consideration. So this election commission is responsible for conducting free and fair elections, and there are another questions whose answer is given by this election commission: who is eligible to give the votes and who is eligible to contest the elections. So according to universal adult franchise, all the adult member of the country, they are eligible for right to vote, and the other people who fulfill the conditions for the various bodies, so they have right to contest. Suppose if we will talk about Lok Sabha, the minimum age criteria for contesting election of Lok Sabha, that is 25 years, and for president it is 35 years, for Rajya Sabha members it is 30 years. So accordingly, if any person who is fulfilling that criteria, that has right to contest the election. Till 1989, that universal adult franchise, the minimum age was 21 years, but after 1989 this age is reduced from 21 to 18. Nowadays we are having the minimum age for universal adult franchise, that is 18 years. So now we will see what are the functions of election commission. First of all thing, I told you कि in this election commission only 3 members are there. One is the chief election commissioner and rest are the election commissioner. Now the question comes in our mind that how these 3 people, they are responsible for conducting election throughout the country, because they are the only 3 members. So the answer of this question is that once the election is announced in the country, the entire government machinery that comes under election commissioner, means all the employees of the government, whether they are of state government or central government, they are under this election commission and they have to follow the orders of election commission. You must have seen in the society during the election there is a duty of teachers for this making voter list, or on the day of polling, so policemen were also appointed there. So entire government machinery that comes under election commission, and with the help of those the election commission conduct free and fair elections. So now we will discuss the functions of election commission. So first main function is up to date voters list. You must be familiar with the voter list, we have done in 9th class also. A voter list means the name of the voters of that particular area. It is a election commission's task to update it. Up to date means means some of the members they got expired, their name should be removed from the voters list, and those who are the new voters added every day, every year, they must be updated. Then determines the timing of election, where the elections will be conducted and when it will be conducted, that is decided by election commission. Then recognition to political parties by allotting symbols. The political parties, we have two type of political parties. One is national political parties, and another is the state political party or regional political party. So this national political party or state regional party, they are having permanent symbol, and that symbol is provided by the election commission. And during the election, independent candidate also contest the election, so the temporary symbols were given to them. So that is the responsibility of election commission to provide those symbols. Now there are some more incidents which is related to election commission. There was a situation in Gujarat when the elections were due and they were announced by the election commission, and but at that time the communal violence was spread in the state, and the election commission felt that it is not possible to conduct free and fair elections. So the election commission, they postponed the elections for many months, and the people went to Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court retained the decision of election commission. So it is under the power of election commission ki whether the situation or circumstances are suitable for the free and fair election or not. So they can postpone or prepone as well for this smooth functioning of conducting elections. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the reforms and challenges of elections system, or you know there are many challenges which is faced by election commission. You must be familiar, like corruption is one of the major challenges in front of election commission. So what are the challenges and what can be the reforms? In the next lecture we will discuss all about that. So till then, bye bye, take care.